Welcome to a world of thrills, a world of drama, of capes and tights, a world where death is a rolling door. Welcome to the Geek Matrix.
Hello, everybody! Yeah. We are here. Woo! My name is, it's the Geek Matrix DC Comics Review Show, episode number 283. So I messed up my intro because I promised Josh I would do some Tamatonga shit. My name is, according to Josh, Green Lantern Rob Tonga from Sector 2814, and joining me as always is just Josh.
Just Josh. That's me.
I should change your name. I think I have that access.
You might.
Right, we're here.
In this week, Rob.
Oh shit! Hang on. Excuse me. Yeah, we are here every week talking the week's DC Comics releases. This week is no different. Today we are talking about, not really talking about our honorable mentions because you and I are so busy. We have not read any. But in our honorable mentions section this week is Children of the Round Table number 6, Sirens, Love Hurts number 1, Supergirl number 10, Immortal Legend Batman number 6, final issue, Absolute Wonder Woman 2026 annual number 1 for some reason, and Bleeding Hearts number 1, the first of the new Vertigo series, which I'm excited to get into because it looks really good.
The Sirens Love Hurts one, it's probably taken. But the court has been great. I'm really looking forward to Bleeding Hearts. Immortal Legend Batman has been great, and I'm looking forward to this wrap up. And Absolute Wonder Woman is one of the best books of 2025. So I'm wanting to get my fingers into that annual as well. But things have been super duper busy lately, and just haven't gotten a chance.
Yeah. If the Absolute Batman 2025 annual is any indication, the Wonder Woman annual should be just as good. I know different creative teams, but the Absolute stories have been amazing throughout the entire universe, across the fucking board as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. We all know you're not a big fan of Absolute Martian Manhunter. It's understandable. It's a little bit out there. I think you need to watch it high, or read it high. I think that's the only thing that could make it better.
Maybe you got it right the first time. Maybe that wasn't an accident. Maybe they just need to turn it into a show for you.
Yeah. I'd watch it.
I feel like they could totally turn that into something on Adult Swim.
Definitely. Think about a crime noir thriller, but psychedelic.
It could be alright. I just wish I better read.
That already sounds like half the shows from Adult Swim back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Parker meets Deadpool.
Yeah.
In a way.
No telling what's going to happen.
Exactly. For those that don't know what Parker is, you've never heard about it, and I hope I got the name right. Very, very good crime noir story that was adapted into a comic book format. Multiple books. So good. In our main books this week, we have Adventures of Superman Book of L number 6, Action Comics number 1095, Batman and Robin number 30, Green Lantern Corps number 13, Aquaman number 14, and DCKO number 4, the penultimate chapter. The semi-final round is here. I can't wait to get into that. There's a reason we have it for last, and holy shit, is it ever interesting.
There are a number of rather big books this week, even if it's unintentional.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Just bear with me a second here. I'm trying to share a link to our stream on some Discord servers I joined. Okay, they do not have one. All right, you got any news you want to talk about?
I do. I don't have any news that I care to share.
Fair.
Oh yeah, it would just turn into it would turn into something akin to Tim Drake quitting, but with a lot more passion.
Yes, Russell, normally we are supposed to be doing it on Fridays now, but the schedules have been so screwy recently with Josh and Brandon planning on moving sometime in the next month and a half. And Valentine's Day coming up, I'm super busy tomorrow. We decided to meet tonight.
Should be crazy, yo.
Yeah. Hopefully you can get your moving situation sorted, and I can't wait for you and Brandon to finally be situated in your new places, and maybe we can actually all get together again. That would be great. I feel like it's been forever since all three of us have been on a show together.
Yeah, for real. Because I need to get this moving shit situated, because paying for 2 homes at one time is not what my wallet was made for.
Yeah. No. I can't imagine anybody's wallet was made for that, except if you're a scummy landlord. In which case, fuck you.
Fuck you, buddy.
Well, I have a bit of news to bring up. Today we got a new trailer for a Marvel TV show coming to Prime, Amazon Prime streaming network, which I was surprised at, but hey, I'll take it. Spider Noir, aka Spider-Man Noir, for those that would know it.
What?
Yeah. I dropped the trailer a little bit before 5 on our Discord server, so you got to check it out. Do you know who is playing Spider-Man Noir?
I didn't even know it was happening.
Oh, it's happening. And this Spider-Man Noir is Ben Reilly, by the way, which I know you're going to be even more hyped on. Do you want to know who's playing him?
Yes.
Or do you want to just find out watching the trailer?
I'm gonna look at the trailer if I can find out where the hell
Alright.
movies and TV.
Yeah, movies and TV. I'm gonna tell you because I want to see your reaction as soon as I tell you, and the listeners can join in the fun. Ben Reilly, aka Spider-Man Noir, is being played by Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, buddy.
He looks so fucking good in the role. The show looks fun.
Watch this together.
Yes. It's like we already talked about crime noir. It's a crime noir thriller set in, I believe, the 30s about Spider-Man, basically, and it looks so fucking good. And there's 2 ways to watch it. You can watch it in black and white, or you can watch it in full color. I, for one, am going to watch it in black and white because, as I mentioned on our server, it works wonders for Werewolf by Night.
I need to change that. Hold on.
Tell me why.
You already know how it ends.
Just hit skip
Can't
that.
skip it.
Why? Fuck?
This guy's a douchebag. Just ignore him.
I imagine. He looks like a
Let's
douchebag.
skip it. There we go.
I don't know how well the audio is coming across, but yeah, it looks so good.
This is gonna be great, man.
Yeah. It's all the classic Nicolas Cage-isms you love to see. Apparently there's some echoing happening. Who's the echoing on, Russell? Is it me or Josh?
That's cool as hell.
Right?
I'm down.
Yeah. Me too. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be good. At least I hope.
Yep, you and me both.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna happen. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah. Also, in DC news, announced today, DC Comics news, Superman Day this year, he'll be sharing the spotlight with his cousin Supergirl as DC will begin the Summer of Supergirl publishing push. They have not gone into what that will mean for ongoing comics or any excess series in the publishing line for the summer. If we remember last year for the Summer of Superman, there was a lot of Superman comics coming out.
Yes,
Most of them, if not all of them, from what I remember, really good. They were pushing Superman hard, and it was great. And they're going to do it the same this year for Supergirl because her movie is coming out this June. But what they're going to be doing on April 18th on Superman Day, there is going to be a lot of releases, but there are a lot of facsimile editions, I'll say. They're going to reprint Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow #1, Superman Day 2026 Special Edition, reprints of the current Supergirl series, issue #1, reprinted special edition, as well as facsimile editions of Action Comics #1, of course, and Action Comics #252, Supergirl's first appearance. And there will also be a preview of Supergirl The World, which will be coming later on in the year. June 2026, I see that now. The full anthology in June 2026, but there will be a sampler on Superman Day. And then there's a bunch of other stuff for Superman himself. Some youth books, a new DC Finest, and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, look forward to Summer of Supergirl coming this year. I'm excited for that. I've been really enjoying the current run. Yet to read this week's issue, but I can't wait. It's been one of my favorite books to read every month because it's just fun.
I think that it's probably going to stray away from what's been going on in that book, but I imagine that book is going to continue to roll. Supergirl The World, I am really looking forward to, and hopefully the movie kicks ass.
Hopefully, it looks really good. Hopefully. That is about all the news I believe I have. Ultimate X-Men finished this week with a bit of a cliffhanger, but I loved every issue of that entire run. Peach Momoko did a fantastic job. And I want to say that's about it. There's some other big issues happened this week, but I haven't read them all.
Well, I haven't read any except for the main releases that we've got.
Fair enough. Just seeing what the fuck else came out this week that we're not talking about in the main show. I want to bring up DCKO Night Fight #4 that came out last week because I finally got to read it over the weekend. I gotta say, I kind of liked it. The 4 issues, I know we said this, at least I was saying it after issue 1, like, it's a good looking story, it's got a good idea to it, and it reads really well. It just doesn't need to be part of DCKO, ultimately, right? By the end of issue 4, I still feel that way, even though they did loop it back around to being part of the DCKO storyline, and for good purpose, for good reason. But ultimately, like, the whole thing just, it felt like a good Batman story that didn't need to be part of DCKO, if that makes sense. Just that's my only gripe about it. But that's a pet peeve I have personally when it comes to tie-ins that have very little to do with the actual main story.
Yeah, you're not alone on that one.
Yeah. But ultimately, I liked it.
See, Cyclops #1 came out this week. Mark's back at Moon Knight #1.
Gotta add those to my pull list.
Came out this week. The Witchblade annual dropped. What else came? Issue 1173 of One Piece.
Yeah.
Way black and white. I want to go check out the line work that dropped today.
Which I believe is a reprint of issue 1 in all black and white.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I can only imagine that it looks beautiful.
Oh yeah.
What else? Superman number 4?
Oh, that's probably Panini Press you're looking at. You're on Legal Comics, right?
Yeah. That's Panini. Yep, it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I got to the end of it, and it looks like that's mostly it.
Oh, Star Wars
is going
Jar Jar.
on their goal lines.
Hey.
DC's Gold edition of comics, they are going hard on that. Everything
What-
is Gold edition now.
What is that?
What's the easiest way to put it? The DC Gold edition is like a almost like a web comics sort of way of reading it.
Interesting.
You know how like you scroll from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like if you were reading a comic book on a PDF file, like that.
Right.
They're going pretty hard on those. But something else that's going hard if you are interested is this first book we've got to talk about.
But before we get into that, just one more that came across my screen. Star Wars Tales. Star Wars Jar Jar. One shot.
I forgot that came out.
Co-written by Ahmed Best and Mark Guggenheim. Ahmed Best famously played or voiced Jar Jar Binks in the prequel trilogy. And also became well known enough in the Star Wars verse to actually get his own actor visage turned into a Jedi Knight called Kelleran Beck, who apparently is also in this story. So I might be checking this out because, like, as much as I hate Jar Jar, I can't help but feel fun.
It should end with him joining the Sith.
You know it won't. They will never pull that trigger.
Everybody wants it. God damn it, give it to us.
Darth Jar Jar. One day.
They will admit it. Not change it. Admit it.
Admit it. All right. Well, yeah. Let's get into our first book, which is Adventures of Superman, Book of L number 6, the halfway point of the series.
Indeed, it is. Written by. Whoa. Hey. Why don't we take a look at some covers while I'm talking?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Adventures of Superman, Book of L. Like you said, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, with art drawn by Scott Godlewski, and covered by Alex Ramirez and Matt Hurst, with lettering by Dave Sharp, and the cover done by Scott Godlewski and Alex Ramirez. Yeah. I usually write that very differently. Anyway, the issue kicks off Clark in a bad way. After that, Sun Eater, he's basically a ghost in the shell drifting in the stasis field above the world engine. The black sun radiation is completely fresh. Kryptonian cells and not healing. We're introduced to the Phalosians, the world engine peoples, the descendants of the guys Superman freed from World, and their leaders, Connell and Allura L. Con-El, not spelled exactly the same, but the adopted name of Connor, and then Allura El being Supergirl's mother's name. So some throwbacks there. Having break the news to Ulthrod that her dad's soul is literally slipping away into the God Shadow. Star cluster that they are in. When they show up, the Sun Eater takes off. Turns out this cluster is actually the remains of the God Ultron, and it's a place where reality gets weird. Con-El explains that the area is haunted by the Black Racer. God doesn't care about gravity or heat. He's just drawn to the imminence of death. He's no longer a man, but moves so fast that mortals can't even see him, and he's 100% coming for Superman's soul. While this is going down, we see Ronan Kent being shady, struggling with the L legacy, and listening to some twisted sources whispering about sacrifices. At the same time, Krillix is out there making things worse, wielding 5 of the 7 God aspects of Ultron, and if my math is right, that adds up to bad news. That power trip is what's tearing the sector apart and basically ringing the dinner bell for the Black Racer to come to the House of El. Back with the Philosians, they tell Ulthrod that while their best Valkyries have tried to fight the Racer and died glorious deaths in the pursuit of it, there's a loophole. If you're fast enough to outrace them, you can win back a soul. Ulthrod decides she's the one to do it. She proves she's worthy of being a hero, and off our child goes. They warn her that if she pulls this off, she won't just save Clark, she'll become a god bargain. The issue wraps on an incredible splash page of glowing this gold, pinkish cosmic energy. It's Death himself, the Black Racer, and he's coming for Clark to end him. Next issue, Death Race. So this is deep. And I actually had to make sure that, atypical of me, I had to, my brain was a little fuzzy today. I had to make sure I got everything right. I wish it was ongoing. It took so long to summarize, but it's dense. It's not too dense. There's just a lot going on. It makes me sad that it's not lasting forever, but I suppose the story of Ultron must have an absolute ending. I'm going to miss writing like this. At least the art team isn't going anywhere, and that looks fantastic too. I think this was pretty darn good. 8.25 out of 10.
Yeah, I read this on the way home from work today, so I'm still honestly collecting my thoughts. I did not get to write any notes down. But it's a trip. It really is. And also, this issue left me a little bit confused at times. Like the being that Superman was talking to at the beginning, that was talking to Superman at the beginning of the issue, which I want to say was
that was the Sun Eater that he
part of the Sun Eater. It was for sure, right?
Yes, that was the Sun Eater that he set free.
Okay, so I wasn't sure. It kind of made sense to me, but at the same time, it wasn't overly clear. So the Sun Eater's out there. Starchild meeting back up with Clark was fantastic. The Black Racer coming for Clark is a bit out there, and I'm kind of confused as to why. Because the Black Racer typically only goes for new gods that are dying, no? Or is it anybody?
No, it is gods, but you have to remember that at this point, Superman had already lived to become near God-like. And then when right? So like he's been gone for so long that like these people, most of them think he might even just be a myth. Like he wasn't like real.
Yeah.
So he, in a way, to me, is almost like mythological / God status. In this future, if I'm not mistaken, he would have already gone through his Superman 1 million phase.
I mean, maybe I don't think we know just how far into the future this is.
Far enough into the future for people to forget whether or not he was a real person, including his family.
Yes, it's got to be a good number of centuries. Well past the time of the Legion of Superheroes.
Exactly. Like way past that. That's the 853rd century.
Well, that's in DC 1 million anyway.
Well,
The Legion is the 30th, 31st century.
Yeah. No, wait.
Yeah.
Who the hell is the 153rd?
DC 1 million.
DC 1 million. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to see. I hope there's some discussion about that. I also just want to. It's not really retribution for me. Not really like a joyous occasion that I was right, but I was on the right track at least. Some months ago, during I believe it was War Journal, I came up with a theory that I can't remember what the character's name was in that, but there were two Bylas. There was Byla Ash, as we know from the Warworld saga, and another Byla, I believe, that was in War Journal.
Yes. And
I
we
was
even got to the point where we were able to have a friend of ours reach out to Phil Kennedy Johnson, who gave us the very enigmatic and mysterious answer to the question: are they the same person? Byla
Ash.
The other one was Vox, right?
Byla Vox, maybe.
But something similar like that. But yeah, his answer was kind of.
Yeah.
And he didn't lie.
No, he did not lie. They are technically the same person, but they are different people at the same time. As there's different Bylas guarding different aspects of Olgrin, which is very interesting. It just makes you want to know more about Byla's history. And another thing about this issue that I just remembered. Yeah. Well, I hope it happens in this book. And one other thing about this issue, I just remembered that was kind of disappointing to me because I was excited that we're finally going to get a look into the quote-unquote present day, see what's happening on Earth because of the intro to the issue, kind of retelling when Superman got transported to the future during a fight with Krillux. It honestly looked like we were going to see what was happening back on Earth because they've not mentioned that since the first issue, maybe the second issue with those journal entries. And I'm dying to know.
Journal entries.
You know, same. Because I still want to know.
They were good. It was extra meat on those sandwiches.
Yeah, it's just that little bit extra story you needed to be super satisfied.
Yep.
And I'm still thinking about that journal, that first journal entry when they said, for some reason, the invasion just can't enter Gotham. And I know on the forefront, you're like, okay, obviously it's Batman, but why wouldn't, because I think it was Supergirl was writing that entry, or Lois or somebody, why wouldn't they just say, Batman's keeping them at bay? Like, no, they said something is keeping them away from Gotham. Something. What is that something? What is it, man? Is it Gotham Girl? Like, I want to know. Does he have like a huge-ass store of kryptonite and it affects Phalosians for some reason?
Fucking Gotham Girl and Nightwing Prime team up.
Oh, God.
Shit, do I need to write? Do I need to write that?
I just had some photosynthesis in my pants, dude. What the hell?
That's our new phrase.
Yeah, no.
That costs extra money.
Gotham Girl, Nightwing Prime, and Superboy Prime.
What you're paying now? Gotham Girl, Nightwing Prime, and who?
Superboy Prime.
Superboy Prime. Holy crap!
As a trinity.
Absolutely. Well, Superboy Prime would be extra. He's kind of got to be saved for the really big stuff. I don't know if Superboy Prime would fit into a Gotham story.
Well,
I think Batman might take him out.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a Gotham story. It could be a world story. Nightwing Prime isn't technically in Gotham. Well, he's not in Gotham, period. He's from Bloodhaven.
He is from Bloodhaven.
All right, so why not? Super Trinity.
I mean,
That has nothing to do with
mean,
Super Family, technically.
It technically could work.
Yeah. Even just for a one-off. I'm fucking down. Superboy Prime. Superboy Prime. It's a horror story. Superboy Prime, with his knowledge of canon, helps Gotham Girl with her schizophrenia, and Nightwing Prime with his identity issues. And the man that struggled with his own identity the entire time being a character is the only one capable of helping these two people struggling with their own identity issues. Something like that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Yeah, that probably wouldn't work.
We need that written right now. He's the one that comes in and convinces him. And back is Robin.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was. Yeah, it's not news. It's more of a rumor mill thing. But rumors spinning around that Matt Fraction may or may not be planning a 10-issue Tim Drake mini.
10
issue.
Isn't that how long Fitzmartin's run was?
No, I don't think it even got that far. Did it? Maybe it got to 10 issues. But that wasn't planned as 10 issues. That was planned as an ongoing. It just didn't make it that far. But at least this is planned to 10 issues, so at least it will have a concrete end. And you know when it will end. Yeah.
I don't even know, dude. We'll
It's just rumor. It's just rumor.
I
nothing confirmed.
I fucking hope not. He ruined everything that was going on in Batman.
Yeah.
He ruined everything that was going on in Batman, which tells me that he just disrespects shit that came before him. So if he picks up the fucking reins of Tim Drake, he'll do whatever the fuck he wants, and he'll just piss on the character.
Well, here's the thing about, and take this with a grain of salt. I think if Fraction were to write a 10-issue Tim Drake book, he couldn't possibly do worse than Fitzmartin.
Well, I mean, there's that.
He'd have to like kill Tim Drake to do worse than Fitzmartin, and Tim's already died twice.
You could do something as equally bad, like take Tim and have him go become Red Robin again, which is like one of the worst costumes I've ever seen on a DC comic superhero.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't like
I didn't know that's how you felt about it.
I don't. I think it looks like an 80s cartoon. I think it looks like Space Ghost and the Thundercats had a baby.
We're talking about pre-Flashpoints or New 52?
The solid
the solid cowl.
Yeah.
The Kingdom Come inspired. Okay. It was at least way better than New 52. You got to give me that. New 52 Red Robin costume was some of the worst shit I've ever seen.
With the red domino mask?
Was it even a domino mask? I don't remember. I just remember the weird ass wings for a cape. It was in the Teen Titans. I mean, it was in Batman too, but it was in the New 52 Teen Titans. That was horrible. Yeah, I need to forget that entire thing ever happened. It's not easy. Anyway, House of L is going to get an 8.5.
The new 52 one is better than that. I like the new 52 one better than that thing.
I need Brandon here right now.
The rest of it, I'm not a fan of the weight, but the rest of it is a lot better than the full cowl one. But it still looks like Space Ghost had a baby with a Thundercat.
Okay, I need. Don't take this the wrong way. I need to tell Brandon right now what you said.
Oh no. Don't take this the wrong way. I want to remain friends with him. He's so upset. He's not going to like that at all.
I think he is one of the few that likes the OG Red Robin costume.
Yeah. I think he loves it, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I had to tell on you. I'm sorry. That's
happens to the best of us.
that's just heinous.
Oh.
Anyway,
I gave that an 8.5. What did you give it?
Excuse me. 8.5.
An 8.5. We are so far from being done with Superman. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3 more books that he shows up in. I think he has a panel in Aquaman. I think.
Does he? I mean, maybe not a speaking role,
No,
but
not a speaking role. Like he's not there. It's more like
just an appearance.
Yeah. Now I'm going to make double shirt real quick.
Yeah. While you do that, I'm going to talk about Action Comics number 1095. This is written by Mark Waid with art from Patricia. Right on. Patricia Delpeche, letters from Steve Wands, and the cover from Ryan Sook. This picks up kind of where we left off last issue with Pete Ross just not sleeping well. He can't stop thinking about the fact that Clark is Superboy and can't trust him with the secrets. He's distant to all his friends, his family. He's losing sleep over it. He can't concentrate in class. All the while, Clark is doing his best to try to get close to Pete again, but Pete just refuses any progression. To the point that Lana confronts him on the main street in town. And said, no, sorry, that's not what happened. He's on the main street in town as he overhears some people talking about Lana and Superboy being all smoochy as some mysterious guy in a red hat and a brown jacket overhears that and kind of stares at the girls. But Pete doesn't notice that. That's important. Later, though, overlooking the city, this is when Lana confronts Pete, super glues her hand to his, and don't worry, she has some solvent ready to go, to say that, okay, you've been distant, you've not been talking, you're in a mood, tell me what's going on. And Pete doesn't spill the beans about Clark being Superboy, but spills the beans that there's somebody he knows that has a secret that he found out, and they won't tell him, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. And Lana basically talks him down, talks some sense into him. Pete starts to come around, but this is when, just after Lana pours the solvent on their hands, which is just nail polish remover, something super dangerous, the man in the red hat shows up. He is I guess you can call him a crook, but more of a bad guy. That his brother was arrested and captured by Superboy, and he found out that Lana and Superboy may or may not be an item, so he's going to use Lana to get back at Superboy. Pete is captured. She's captured. He's held down by the dude's buddy. He's able to get loose a little bit. Lana slaps the dude, but she falls over a railing. And kind of off the mountain that's overlooking the city, and this is when Superboy swoops in the nick of time, saves Lana, and then grabs the two guys, puts the fear of God into them. They run off. Lana gives him a big hug, and then Superboy plays it off like he doesn't really know either of them, despite the fact that he knows both of them very well. And he mentions that Lana better nip this whole rumor mill in the bud that we aren't an item, and that this is proof that if anybody were to think that we are that close, it'll just put you in grave danger. And that is when Pete realizes what Clark is thinking about and why he hasn't said anything. And he starts to come to terms with the fact, and the next day at school gets close to Clark again and notices when Clark has a look of anxiety, he knows that he needs to go off and be Superboy. So he starts running interference for him, causing distractions. He doesn't need to tell Clark that he knows, and he knows Clark will tell him when and if he needs to, but for now he's going to be Soup's buddy. And that's where our issue ends. Now, I've been told by a good friend of ours, Glenn, that I better like this issue.
Our man on the inside.
Yes, our resident Superman fan for life.
I know he's gritting his teeth waiting to hear what I say.
He says it's an early contender for Book of the Year for him, and I understand that. I don't know if it's Book of the Year quality for me yet. It's only February, so I'll give it some time. But it was a very good issue. I liked it a lot. To be honest, I think I liked the last issue of Action Comics maybe a bit more. But as far as this issue goes, it was really, really, really well done. The Pete Ross emotional saga was it was played really well and written really well, but at the same time I feel like it's something we've seen before. It's kind of like stereotypical best friend, doesn't know how to deal with it, and I feel like I've seen that in a half dozen teen dramas in the past, right? Where I watched a lot growing up as a teenager. I watched a lot of CW, and I feel like I've seen that trope so many times that it's not tired, but it just makes sense, you know? In a story like what Mark Waid is writing here with Superboy and Pete Ross, it was bound to happen. It just made sense. I was hoping Pete would confide in Clark and Clark would confide in Pete and they'd be like best buddies together. But the way the direction's gone, the way that Mark Waid wrote it, I'm not unhappy. I'm not against it. I like the way it went. The art was fantastic. The story progressed really well. It was well paced. It was interesting, and it had a clear, direct resolution. What more could you ask for? This gets a 9.25 out of 10.
I'm gonna start with the art.
Oh God! When he starts with the art, folks, it's not good. I've done what episode is 283? I've done 253 episodes with you. By now, I know when you start with the art, the story's not. It's not going to go well.
Patricio Del Peche on both art and color. I wish I was more of a fan of this art style outside of gritty or horror stories. It's not a bad art style. I enjoy it. It's good. Del Peche does it really well. I just feel like for it to work in a Superboy book, it needs to be less emphasized. Tone down just a little bit. Mostly talking about just the line work. Actually, the rest wouldn't need to change at all. Thinner lines.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of solid outlines on characters, right?
Not huge thick ones, no.
Yeah.
And I think, well, I'll get into the rest of that more here in a second. But if that was changed, I would be a huge fan of the art. But so as far as the story goes, I heard what you said, and our friend Super Glenn did call this an early frontrunner for Book of the Year. That's a quote. For me, again, like Rob, I don't know about that. It is only February, and me putting a Superboy book as Book of the Year would be quite something. But what I do know is that this is easily the absolute best issue Mark Waid has done in this run. And it very definitely somewhere in his top 3 across the board since returning to DC. He really nailed what was going on here. Did it smoothly and completely from Pete's POV without it getting cheesy at all, and without changing the feel of the Superboy book in any way, shape, or form. And that can be hard to pull off when you're writing a book with just one voice in it, and then having to change that voice without changing how the book feels. It's not a problem here. It's not a problem for Waid. Del Peche's style does bring the anxiety that Pete is feeling to the page, even with the thicker lines. Not a fan of them on tattoos either, just FYI. Horror, gritty, mystery, and Archie comics. That's about it. I'm glad I kicked off reading with this one. It put me in a good mood. I gave this an 8.5 out of 10.
Excellent. You'd love to see it.
Indeed.
Well, that puts me in a good mood too, so I'm happy to hear you enjoyed it.
Yep, it was the first book I read. I was like, all right, let's get this out of the way. Let's see what Glenn's talking about here. Good.
It was kind of coincidence that when he said that, it was actually the next book I was going to read. Yeah, but yeah, needed to happen.
Yeah, my first book was going to be Adventures of Superman, and I got like 3 pages in, and I'm like, I need more fucking coffee for this.
Yeah, it's good, but it's dense.
It's definitely, and it's a page turner.
Yeah.
It's like a movie you got to pay attention to. That's the only difference, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly that. It's less Scooby-Doo, more Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not Memento. You don't have to watch it 3 times in order to understand.
No.
All right. What did you think about Action Comics? What was the score you gave it?
9.25.
9.25. Awesome. Well, hell of an issue, Glenn. You'll have to tell us what you think about that.
Definitely.
Up next, going back, we're gonna leave Superman, but going back to Philip Kennedy Johnson with Batman and Robin #30, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, with art drawn by Fico Osio, with colors from Marcelo Malo, lettering by Steve Wands, and a cover from the Mint Malavia. While a lot happens in this issue, it doesn't take long to summarize, really. It starts with the last one ended, Penguin's holding rally to bait Scarface out into the open, and it works. Duh. At the same time, the Quiet Man escapes from Blackgate, as we would expect, and Batman and Damian are on the scene. Batman knocks all the lights out while they take the bad guys down so as to avoid the crowd trampling itself. I thought that was an awesome touch. Everything is wrapped up as Robin reaches for Scarface and the Quiet Man interferes to kill him. Damian convinces him not to kill Wesker, and he says that Damian should be the one in charge, with a panel of Damian grinning. Well, shit. The shelf on my desk just fell off.
That's not good.
I guess I'll figure it out later. Anyway, so yeah, he tells Damian that he should be the one in charge, and that gives Damian a bit of a grin. Scarface shoots. The Quiet Man takes 2 bullets, diving in front of Damian to save his life, just as Batman shows up and knocks Wesker out. Quiet Man is going to make it, but he's got a collapsed lung. Damian's medical training saves his life. Bruce and Damian now volunteer at the hospital together, and Damian is finally feeling completely balanced in his life. Both sides of it. This was fucking phenomenal, and I hope someone can carry the torch after PKJ. Maybe I'm just gun shy, but a new writer on any Batman book makes me nervous. If I'm being honest, over the course of the last 5 years, it has been a really rough journey for me as a major Batman fan. I'm gonna miss this guy. I have to choose my words carefully here because of that. I don't know what someone is going to do with the growth and experiences that PKJ has put Damian through here, or whether or not anyone is going to make use of his little junior Bat family with the Gotham regulars. But I really hope it persists. Once Fraction gets done writing his alternate universe Batman story, hopefully that gets over with soon, and we can get shit back to the status quo, and the Fraction Batman can become whole again.
Yeah.
But this...
Well, if I can make an addendum to what you're saying, so are you saying you're hoping somebody can pick up the reins with Batman and Robin and have it be good?
Yes, and I want this, what happened here, I would like to see what happened here persist through all of the Batman lines.
Okay, fair enough.
This should be character-wide. It shouldn't be just relegated to Batman and Robin. This should be across the board. If we're in Batman and Damian should be able to call on the Gotham regulars. We should see fucking Bruce and Damian in the hospital every once in a while in the regular Batman look. Detective usually is its own thing, but this should be titled character-wide. You know what I mean?
I agree with that, but I don't think I necessarily need to see them popping up in the hospital together in any other book.
In a fucking while, I would rather see that than to have another touching father-son moment because it feels really fucking cheap. Joshua Williams burnt me out on that shit. It felt so forced and generic. Talk about watching the CW. But as far as this issue goes, man, this was amazing. It really was. The art and colors from the creative team is just off the charts, and it has been. It really has been, especially with fire, man. I've never seen anybody draw fire this good. Explosions like a motherfucker. The art was perfect throughout, and I really only have a couple of nitpicks about dialogue. I think this issue was just flat out awesome. PKJ in this issue makes it okay for me to refer to Damian as Robin, and that is why I need to be careful with the way that I framed all of this beforehand. Because there's got to be somebody that is going to be able to carry on with this Damian instead of the Damian that we've been getting. And it's got a 9.25 out of 10. You can change my mind like that, not just a concession, but over something that I am so adamantly opposed to, that's fucking impressive.
Yeah.
That
Seriously.
is me open to the idea of Tim Drake adopting a different identity. And that is 100% the opposite of what I have been clamoring for 5 fucking years.
Yeah.
Well, 3. When Damian started wearing the gray costume is when I got heavy on it.
Which I kind of miss that gray costume.
I do,
to be honest with
I
you.
do. Oh, and also in here, another art note, I can't remember ever seeing Damian's jacket unzipped. His vest.
But it looked good.
It looked really fucking good.
Yeah.
That was an awesome art choice. It's just, fuck it, 9.5 out of 10. For real. This issue did shit for me that I thought was impossible.
Yeah, so I've been hemming and hawing about my score, and I think the fact that you're saying that, those words that you just uttered, kind of solidifies what I'm going to give it. And I will give my score at the end. No hemming and hawing. I know exactly what I'm going to give it. So this is the last issue for Philip Kennedy Johnson. I knew that going into it. But I was also wondering, I don't know if you remember, Josh. I forgot. I was wondering, like, I haven't heard anything, or at least that I remember, about what the next creative team is going to be. Right. So I just, while you were talking about it, going on the League of Comic Geeks, I look up this issue and I go to click next. And wouldn't you know it, there's no next button. This is the end of the series. Yeah. It's a damn shame. Philip Kennedy Johnson decided to go to the Marvel, and he took his work with him.
Yep.
Rat bastard.
I really am going to miss him.
Yeah.
Big talent there.
Definitely.
We lost out on.
Like, I'm definitely going to go give his Hulk another try, especially since Infernal Hulk actually does look really good. And at this point, I'm such a big fan of PKJ. It's worth giving another chance to. But goddamn, I'm going to miss him at DC.
Yeah, you and me both.
Shit, dude. At least we still have 6 more issues of Book of L.
Yeah.
But then that's it.
That's it.
No more
We're gonna
Johnson
let
at
that
DC.
ride, man.
Yeah. So this issue itself, fucking fantastic. The art was fantastic. The story was fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better ending to the Quiet Man saga and PKJ's run as a whole. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the end of PKJ's continuity stories, because Book of L, as good as it is, and as much as it deals with a lot of stuff that he's written in continuity, it does feel like an out of continuity book.
Yeah, because it's so well, I mean, maybe not out of continuity, but definitely
in its own,
because it's so far in the future.
Yeah.
There's no other parts of Superman really left.
And it's 100% the definitive end to his tenure at DC. Not only in it's the last thing he's going to be writing there, at least for the foreseeable future, for a long time, but also closing the story that he started 4 years ago with Action Comics when he picked that up. It's crazy. And actually kind of poetic that his first story and last story are just one big story.
Right?
It's kind of cool.
Also, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, if you step back and look at it, like I do, I don't know if you remember when me, you, Brandon, and Nathan was on the show. We got into a big-ass argument about what a story arc really is versus what a comic calls it. And I was on the losing end of that argument.
I don't remember this.
But to me, from the moment that Philip Kennedy Johnson started writing as Superman, it has led to the end of this. And this is just one giant ass story. It's not split up a bunch of among a bunch of other shit. Not really. It is just bing, 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 and it's so fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely chapters to it, but it is one gigantic story.
Yeah. This isn't something that's broken up into fucking 3 issues at a time. This is something that's broken up like a year at a time.
Yeah. Across like 2 or 3 different series.
Yeah. And it is so worth it. This PKJ Superman is from now on where I would tell people to start reading comics.
That's a very good starting point.
Fuck anybody.
Yeah.
You know what it is though? Matt Fraction's Batman.
Oh God. Well, good thing there's none of that this week. No, but this issue is just fucking fantastic. And ending it the way it did was perfect. I can't think of anything wrong with it. I struggle to find any problems to bring up, any downsides, any nitpicks. I couldn't think of any. And you said you had nitpicks about the dialogue. I didn't have any nitpicks about the dialogue. I thought everything fucking fit.
Keep an eye out for an orange jumpsuit. He just broke out of prison. He could have just said the quiet man broke out. Damien already knows that he's going to be in a fucking orange jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying? Little tiny things like that. And I look for it because I do not give out tents. Zodi, that was it. One fucking time.
Well, that being said, this time I am giving a 10.
There you go.
Yeah, and I think Josh foresaw that coming. It's a 10 out of 10. I can't think of anything I disliked about it. This is 100% a 10 out of 10 book, a 10 out of 10 issue, and now that it's ended, a 10 out of 10 story arc.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. No other issue in this run got a 10 out of 10, but this just ended so perfectly, so poetically, and it didn't just wrap up the story arc, it wrapped up the run so perfectly, so succinctly. It was feel good by the end of it. Oh, hell, I don't even know. I don't remember when he took over. I want to say
stories when he took over.
Maybe like 10 issues?
Jesus. Feels like I got him for like, well, I guess that is nearly a year.
Yeah. But don't quote me, I don't really remember.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But it's just so fucking good. So this is 10 out of 10, and I'm kind of bummed that it's not continuing.
Yeah, such a
Even without PJJ.
fucking issue with a sour note.
Yeah.
I wonder, Rob, I read the next issue that we're going to talk about. You're going to tell us all about it. And, God, the moment I read it, I couldn't wait to hear what you had to say.
I wonder, and I'm going to ask, is there, because of a particular moment
Yeah.
that you knew I was hoping wouldn't happen?
Perhaps.
Okay. All right, this is Green Lantern Corps number 13. Lucky number 13. Right? Lucky. Oh. This is written by Morgan Hansen with art from Juan Jose Ripe. RYP.
I have no idea.
Ripe. I have no clue. I pronounced it 3 different ways. Hopefully one of them was correct. I apologize if I got it wrong. Colors from Enrique Prianto, Ian Herring, Wow Canola. Oh my god. I need to... I just said wow canola. I need to brush up on my Spanish name pronunciations, because I'm messing up that one too, and I apologize. Chris Sotomayor, Matt Herms, and Hi-Fi, a lot of colorists for a book allowed a lot of color, and letters from Dave Sharp with the cover from Fernando Passarin, Eau Claire Albert, and Arif Prianto. So we pick up where we left off last issue.
All colored one of the entities at the end.
one each, yeah. Spoiler alert. On Oa in the capital city of Malachite, which there was a character called Malachite and something, wasn't there?
The Malachi, Children of the Corn.
As Malekith in Thor the Dark World is an elf, dark elf. But Malachite, I know there was a Malachite and something.
I believe it's an angel.
That's could be Malachite. Yeah.
Malachite.
Malachite. No, I don't know. Anyway, this is spelled differently, but this is Malachite on Oa. Basically, all the lanterns of all the colors except for Star Sapphire, because they decided not to show up, and it's just Carol.
It's a green mineral.
Malachite.
Yeah.
Huh.
Copper carbonate.
Interesting.
Crystallized. Looks kind of fucking cool.
Wait, it turns green?
Yeah.
That's okay. That would all make sense. All right. So yeah, Ankar, the planet.
Ankar, the Ankar of Ankar.
Yes.
We call
It's attacking Oa. Ankar. E3.
E3.
We'll call him E3 because we don't have any other E3. No. So yeah, he's attacking Oa. All the lanterns of all the colors, again, except for Star Sapphires, are doing their best to fight back, but it's a losing battle. John finds Fatality, and Ankar attacks John directly, drowning him as Ankar is drowning all sorts of other lanterns. Does some talking with Fatality, and this is when Fatality realizes that Ankar can read her mind, and then pushes John out of Enkar, because Enkar was like surrounding him is fucking weird. This is when Fatality starts to have a slight change of heart, and like this, she always wanted revenge against the Green Lanterns, but something like this just doesn't feel right to her.
This is a lot.
Yeah. Like, I wanted revenge, but this is, dude. Yeah, so she's on the fence about it, and Enkar and her start to have words. Meanwhile, Aya in the Indigo Tribe shelter is trying to convince the Nostromo and the Indigos to go and help. Nostromo says, "Look, this is unfortunate, but we need to have all our people working on finding proselytes, the embodiment of compassion," which Erok, aka Indigo One, makes a triumphant appearance. Says, "I think there's a way for us to do both. I have a feeling about something," grabs Aya, and they teleport to the battlefield, where Erok goes straight to Fatality, and here is where it goes downhill for me. I think this is what Josh was anticipating, because Erok, using her staff and ring, gives Fatality a show of compassion, or at least pulls out the compassion that is already in her.
I think we can start calling her Ira at this point.
Because she's no longer fatal. Yeah. I forgot what her actual name was, so I was just calling her Fatality, to be honest. Yira Cyril. So Yira is her compassion, inner compassion for her people from her planet is brought out. Her compassion that she's feeling for the Lanterns being attacked by Enkar is being brought out. And she is, I'm going to say semi-officially inducted, maybe, okay, officially inducted into the Indigo Tribe, complete with her own ring, but it becomes an armband because she has no arms. That's the thing you forgot or didn't know. I forgot that she had no arms, but that is the thing that happens. And her arms become light-based energy. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of like the design. The design for her Indigo Tribe suit looks really cool. So she becomes a full-on Indigo Tribe member, works with John to fight Enkar on Enkar, while the other Lanterns go to Mogo to power Mogo up to fire a gigantic multicolored volcano blast at the planet Enkar, while John and Gira are fighting Enkar on Enkar. It gets confusing. They dive into Enkar to get to the bottom of Enkar and go to the center of Enkar, where Gira finds Enkar. Josh, you're muted.
I said, got it.
Got it. Gira uses her new Lantern abilities to kind of push Enkar into a little gem that she then wears as a necklace around her neck, of all places, believe it or not. That's where necklaces go. And the planet Enkar loses all its water and just becomes a barren wasteland yet again, much to the chagrin of Enkar. So Gira wears Enkar around her neck in hopes that one day Enkar will also be full of compassion and will find respect for other people in the universe again. John gives Gira his blessing, and everything's happy-go-lucky, and everything's good. At the end of it all, the Lanterns start to put everything together. The Thanagarians, coincidentally, now have a new planet to go to, because Enkar is not inhabited by anything currently, so they have a new planet to go live on. So the Thanagarian refugee camp on Malachite will be emptied. John and Katma go to have a conversation after the events of last issue, where Katma Avarice came out and started yelling at John. And
Sorry, I locked you up in jail, so baby.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I just took you away from all you know, because in the past life we were married. You don't know that, but we definitely were. Trust me on that.
I think she does know. She just doesn't care.
Well, she knows they were married, but she never experienced it. She never. This version of Katma had never met John before.
Yeah.
The Lantern trainees are official full-fledged members of the Green Lantern Corps, all 4 of them. Hallelujah. Larfleeze is no longer just kind of vicious and instead has been granted a seat at the table of the Lantern Corps, and Jess and Joe are determined as ever to have these Lantern Corps work together, because when they were working together on Mogo, there was a deep sense of power hidden in there, and they think there's Nostromo meets with Yira and mentions that she will be a powerful host for proselytes. Hint, hint. And then we finish off in Guy Gardner's quarters on Malachite on Oa. This takes place after the DCKO tournament. Thanks for the spoilers, DC. We know Guy Gardner makes it out there somehow, as he tries to get to sleep because he's freaking tired, but then he hears a voice say, Guy Gardner, you have been granted a deeper sight, as he wakes up suddenly and finds all 7 emotional entities as babies. As Ion even says, use the sight to find us, Guy, before those who wish to exploit us do. Time is running out. And all 7 of them, even Predator and Parallax, I'm going to be honest with you, look adorable as fuck.
They are pretty cute.
They look so freaking cute, especially Ion. Oh my god, I would buy a plushie of that for my son. I would buy a Parallax plushie for my son. I would collect all 7. So,
to be honest, it'd be one for you and one for him.
I'd have to get 3 copies of each. One for my son, one for my daughter, one for me. Yeah.
21 of them sold already. Look at that.
There you go. Come on, DC. What are you waiting for? Yeah, so good stuff. I'll get out of the way first because my bad stuff might go on a while. I like the emotional entities appearing at the end. They've been hinting at that for a while. Why they're going to Guy, we don't know. I guess we'll have to see at the end of DCKO, or at least next issue, as to what this site is. I wonder if it's the Emerald site that other Lanterns have had in the past, or what that could possibly be. Though I think Emerald's site was seeing the future. That I don't remember, but Guy's been granted some sort of sight, and he can see entities, and nobody's going to believe him. It's going to be a weird old 80s movie, which is kind of fitting for Guy Gardner. I'm excited for that. And why they're babies. I've been waiting for the entities to come back because there's so many little story beats from past books that never got picked up again, like Parallax just existing and not going into the source wall with the other entities. The Rage Seed inside Earth, which is supposed to give birth to a new Butcher that never got brought up again outside of Green Lanterns. There's been a few. Predator showing up to freaking Carol, I know that was kind of explained, but I feel like there was more there that never actually got explained. There's so much to be said and done here that I've been waiting for the entities to make an appearance. They're here, and I could not be more excited. That is one thing I'm stoked for. Anquar ended. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Anquar ended. That's all I can say about that. That's okay. Good. Why? That's okay. Now I guess I'm just getting into the bad shit. That's about it for good shit.
I want to remind you before you launch that she turned into an Indigo member and not a Star Sapphire.
Well, yeah, because Yira was never a Star Sapphire, because that wasn't Fatality. That was a Durlin.
That's right.
The whole fucking time. I will never forget that. I will never let others forget that. That's happened.
Is Sam right, Durlin?
It's the only thing that makes sense. And he's been here the whole time. Do you remember there was a while ago, like a year and a half ago, we were talking about Game Changer in the middle of one of the seasons. And Kirk brought up this fan theory that was on their old Discord server, the old Dropout Discord server, that when they had the whole episode of the Escape the Room episode, and there was this whole big thing about Sam having an evil twin brother, etc. There was a whole lot of lore behind it. A lot of people were noticing that every time he showed up after that, Sam would say, "I've been here the whole time," and he'd look at his hands a little weird. And they've just been waiting for an episode where they go back to that lore, and that Sam has been the fake Sam all along. So he could be a fucking Derlin. You might be on the right track here. He could be a Derlin. You never know. As long as he doesn't become a Star Sapphire. That's all that matters, yeah. Okay, so not bad shit yet. That's the end of my good shit. I go to the middle of the ground shit, where seeing Aroke again, cool, didn't do much. Larfleeze joining the Council of Lanterns, I'll call them, cool, very happy about that. But why did he all of a sudden give up his push for power? Because Ankar attacked? Where the hell even was he during that whole fight? You know, like why is it needing to work with the other lanterns all of a sudden just made his greed and avarice calm down a bit? Be like, well, now I don't need the whole fucking planet. I'm willing to share. That makes no sense to me.
See that, like character-wise, and it would make sense. Larfleeze sensing that major power when they all united, and maybe not having the purest of intentions as he joins the council.
Right. That's possible. But I do like he looked at the chair and goes, "Mine?" Yes, it is, Larfleeze. It's yours. What else? The Lantern trainees graduated. That was cool. They just more than deserved that. Earned it after everything that happened the last two issues. And now the bad shit. Bad shit. Gira becoming a Lantern is exactly what I didn't want to close out her story. Now, I'll say this with an asterisk. The way they're pushing it, I'm not 100% against if she becomes... no, actually, I can't even say that. The more I think about it, the more I say it, the more I hate it. She should not have been a fucking Lantern.
I mean, they had her as a Green Lantern, and now because of the compassion, she's an Indigo. She's a member of the Indigo tribe.
She doesn't need... It's like a freaking Power Ring bargain sale. If you show up in a Green Lantern book, you're going to get a Power Ring. It's kind of lost all meaning now. And I get what Aroke's doing, but it really just didn't need to happen. Or like what they did in Blackest Night, share the power with her for time being, and then let her bugger off. Do her own thing. Let her finish her story the way she wants to. She was already trying to show that inner compassion towards people when she was released by John in the first place. Let that story continue, let that story end, and then, like I said, have her show up from time to time and be a semi-ally to the Green Lantern Corps. She's gotten over her rage. She's gotten past all that. Because as it is right now, wearing the ring, knowing what we know about the Indigo Lanterns in the past, I can't, in good conscience, believe that she's doing all of this out of her own free will and her own compassion. And it's not just the ring forcing more compassion into her, saying, "Now you're just not going to care now," right? Because if you remember, in New 52 Green Lantern, when the Indigo tribe was explored more, it was shown that they were all essentially brainwashed and to then forced to have compassion. Not even in a way, like they were all criminals and they were put on rings and their minds were wiped. They had to speak a different language because that's all they knew.
You're right.
And I don't mean to like get in your face about that. It's like that's actually what happened. And
Hitting somebody's face, Rob.
no, I know. I'm Canadian. Get over it.
Agreed.
So I'm not happy about her putting on a ring. I like the design of the outfit.
I want to point one thing out to you.
Okay.
Something that we do know is happening.
Yes.
That a certain someone is about to come to the forefront of all things lantern and be the officially designated lantern of Earth. Someone who has quite the history with Yura. So I have a feeling we're going to be seeing her a lot more. But in what capacity?
Well, here's the thing about that, though, because Morgan Hampton is doing the story with Yira, which means she's probably going to be with the Indigo Tribe on Oa, where Kyle is going to be in the Green Lantern book written by Adams on Earth. They're completely different parts of the universe.
Back and forth between the two of them this whole time.
It's possible. I don't know, man.
It's there. It's there. Morgan Hampton and Jeremy Adams are writing partners.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm telling you, we're gonna see some. We're gonna see some. We're gonna right there with Kyle. It's gonna happen. Either that happens or someone's showing up in a fridge. You can get the pick right now. Which one is happening, Rob?
The only thing I will accept if a fridge is happening is if this fucking Saranic Natu steps out of it. And we're like, I'm back, bitches.
I'm back,
I'm still here. Did you forget about me? Did you miss me? That's the only time I'll accept a fridge showing up in front of Kyle Rayner.
Oh my God, Rob.
Oh God, what?
Everyone came back. Everyone. When Kyle comes back to Earth, could she still be alive?
Saranic Natu?
Oh my gosh.
She never died. Oh, Alex?
Yeah.
No, she dead. What are you talking about?
Everyone came back to life.
What do you mean everybody came back to life? What?
Death Metal / Infinite Frontier. Everybody associated with heroes came back to life.
When the fuck did that happen?
It happened with everybody, including Roy Harper.
I think Roy was a special case. He was a Black Lantern.
Well, they all the dead people were Black Lantern at one point in Death Metal.
Yeah. And then I think Roy was like chosen by a higher power for some reason. But like, I don't think she came back to life.
It's there for the taking.
It's possible, I guess, but I almost wouldn't want it because I feel like they've closed the book on Alex a few times. And I think it's time for Kyle to just move on and
they closed the book. They never closed the door.
They closed the fridge door. Oh, I'm sorry. It was right there. I had to.
The possibility remains.
I think if they're gonna do,
likes touch that old stuff.
does he know that?
He is Jeremy Adams.
That's creepy. He likes to touch that old stuff. Wow. No, if he's gonna do a redux on any old love interest of Kyle's, I wouldn't mind it being Jade.
That could be rather interesting.
Yes, because that one, obviously I haven't finished all of the Kyle Rayner era stuff, but from what I remember, ended kind of awkwardly and abruptly and not in the greatest of terms, and in a way that it could have continued somehow. Like him and Saranic Natsu, never going to happen again. Him and Donna Troy, never going to happen again. Him and Alex, led to lie. But him and Jade, I think could definitely happen again. Notice how I did not say him and Carol, because that never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Why would you even say something as ridiculous as that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. So, funny story. I don't remember where it was. Probably the Green Lantern subreddit. Somebody brought that up. It gets brought up every so often over there. But brought up the pages of Kyle and Carol in a quote-unquote relationship, but changed the design of Carol's Star Sapphire into like a blue alien. So it's just a brand new Star Sapphire with a brand new history, brand new name, everything. It's not Carol. It's still a Star Sapphire, but it's not Carol. And it makes it so much better.
Fucking bad.
It's just the fact that it was Carol. It's just weird, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like your best friend dating his uncle's ex-wife. It's just weird.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you know, as your friend, I'm going to tell you probably shouldn't do that.
It's like if Stacy's mom was real.
She is real.
Only in your dreams, Josh. Only in your dreams. All right, so as for this issue of GLC, it happened. I didn't hate it, but there's parts about it I was not happy about. I've said enough. But the art, fucking stellar. The colors, amazing. It better have been. There was like 1,700 colorists on this issue. So freaking good art-wise.
So good.
Could not complain more. Or could not have been more satisfied, is what I mean to say. I could complain more about Fatality, but that's besides the point. Yeah. She better not be the entity. The what the fuck is it called?
The host.
The host. Wow. Is that what they call it? The host. They call him host for the entity.
Pretty sure.
I thought there was another name for it. Embodiment, avatar, whatever. Yeah. But the host. Yeah. The host for Proselyte. I hope not. Let's not redux that whole host thing, because I got disappointed when Jeff Johns promised and failed. You know, like we saw a host for Butcher, we had a host for Ion and Parallax and Predator, and then the rest kind of just like I thought there was going to be a team of hosts, and then there wasn't. Maybe if that's gonna happen, maybe, and they'll be like, I don't know, the new Guardians of the Universe. Like, I'm not against that, but it does not need to be Fatality. I can tell you that much.
Yep. Host.
Okay.
Powerful host for Proselyte.
Fair enough. So yeah, that's me. I'm not gonna complain anymore.
Good.
For the art alone and the promise of the entity storyline coming forth, it's getting a 7 out of 10.
I think this was awesome. I loved it, man. Imagine Fatality, and she's gonna use the carry Enkar, someone massively powerful, as huge as an entire planet's ocean, just covered into this little tiny necklace, and she is gonna force him to watch her be a hero and hope it rubs off on him. That's fucking awesome. Like a role model. I think it's cool. The acknowledgement of John's Independence level speech, that was pretty cool. Independence Day level speech. Yura being the host of Proselyte, I think it does have some potential because of Jeff John's art, maybe with Hampton and Adams loving to dip back into the old stuff. We're going to see that come to fruition. And I honestly don't even know what to think about the emotional entities as babies, but I can't wait to find out. Perhaps it is so that it's easier for them to become one with a person. And then that would be picking up where John's left off. I know that the art's beautiful, and the story I thought was super enjoyable, and it always keeps me wanting more. It's a hell of an issue on a hell of a run. I gave it an 8.25 out of 10.
Oh, I'm glad somebody liked it. All right, so remember how we just dealt with that whole planet full of water?
Yes.
Let's dive into more water. Why don't you
Water
say?
it is. I'm going to say that HBO was wonderful. Aquaman number 14, written by Jeffrey Adams, drawn by Daniel Bayliss, colored by Rex Lopez, with lettering from Dave Sharp, and cover by John Timms. Got me like, whoa. We kick it off at the Hall of Kingdoms. Evil Andrina has the trident in hand, claiming to be the Crimson Queen, Lolana Morena Chala, the wife of King Rias and the soon-to-be destroyer of Atlantis, or Andy for short. Justice League Blue tries to fight her, but she's got control of the blue, so it's kind of pointless. Meanwhile, in Zebel, Mara asks Nereus what happens. That's when an ugly old crone that claims to have been there since the birth of Zebel and is now there to see it end. And she says her name is Evil Andy, or rather, Lolana Morana Chala. For being a rebel, her and her followers were exiled by Thule, Evil Andy's dad. The thing is, Mara, her actual full name is Yamera Zabella Chala. This is Mara's mom, not her daughter. And, well, she's kind of a bitch. Back to Lolana, who explains why the power was stolen from Aquaman is in between rounds of the tournament. She did it. And she has used the power of the blue to raise the ocean floor to up top to the surface. At the same time, with the dope rhymes that he kicks, Aquaman appears from the water. It's quickly revealed that she is not Andrina, and using her powers, she begins to choke Aquaman, but not really choking him. He's choking for a second, but it's because Lana has turned his entire body into water. Aquaman is no more like dead, as in there's literally a puddle of water and clothes laying there on rocks. And that's when Mara shows up, pretty pissed off. Next, the epilogue, and we see from the ocean a young blonde-headed boy in an orange shirt washes up on the beach. Next up, Emperor Aquaman. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's Arthur. Wow. What in the blue hell? I mean, pardon the pun, but what in the blue hell just happened?
A lot of stuff.
Is that Arthur brought back to life, but as a 12-year-old? This was such a dynamite issue all the way through. Aquaman, Avatar Blue, ruler of Atlantis and the Seven Seas, king of the Confluence, and one bad mofo, got taken out by his mother-in-law and her pearls.
When you say it like that, Martha Kent or Martha Wayne just kind of failed hard with her pearls.
How do you know that name?
Never do that again.
Oh man! But those last couple pages were like getting hit with a baseball bat that you didn't know was coming, man. It's gut punch writing. This issue went from, damn, this is a hell of not just an Aquaman story, but an Aquaman run. It took it from that to, man, if he lands this, it's a contender for one of the best Aquaman stories ever told. Fight me. And the art is some of the best that DC is putting out there on a regular basis. And that's pretty goddamn high bar because it's putting out a lot of gorgeous art over the last few years. I'm fucking floored, man. Floored. One note up until today, and it could just be a tip of the hat to some Aqua history, but Lolana's dad, Thule, Thule used to be a city-state in Atlantis with a coven inside of it. It was a source and spot of rebellion, had some civil war going on. One that Aquaman once had to give up the powers of the Triton in order to defeat the coven that was inside of it. That was way back in Return of the King in the middle 2010s by Cullen Bunn, and I don't remember the artist. But anyway, this issue, holy shit, no choice. It's only the 5th one in the history of the podcast. Now the 6th with the amendment that I made earlier. 9.5 out of 10.
Damn. Yeah, I was remembering when I was reading this, I was like half asleep. So I'm going back and just looking at the last couple of pages to remember exactly how it ended. Because I remember the last page, but I couldn't remember the pages before that. Andrina being Mira's mother, kind of shocking.
Yep.
I like it. Nereus finally kicking the bucket. Sad, but good at the same time. It's like fuck that guy. Arthur being taken out of the DCKO tournament as a statue by I forget her actual name. Evil Andy. I'll say what you called her.
Lolana Morena Chala.
Yeah, Mira's mom. Yeah, that's her name.
That old grown bitch does ugly shit though. That's Lolana too. Just want to say that, you know. Keep in mind what it look like when they get old.
Yeah. Stop it. Her pulling Arthur out of the tournament, that's a level of power that I don't think she should have.
She's in control of the blue now.
Is she? Because I thought that was Arthur.
She was, and then she took that from him with the other pearl.
Oh, okay.
She stole the power of the blue from him while he was in the tournament. That's why he lost it.
Oh, okay. So I gotta go back and read that. So I did not get that.
Yep.
Okay, so that makes more sense now. Because that's fighting dark side levels of power. That's like more power than a new god. But when you say it's like Avatar the blue level power, I get that. I get that to a certain degree. Like she couldn't do that with like Cyborg, but she could do that with Aquaman.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, makes sense. Everything else here was just crazy. That he turned Arthur into basically pure water. With that, and then Mira showing up was hella cool. That whole thing with Arthur turning into water, that's what makes me believe that during the epilogue, that boy that washed ashore is Arthur. Because the only other thing it could be is Arthur's dead son.
Which Holy shit, dude. If it is, and we start getting back into that with Jeremy Adams writing, that motherfucker is going to make me cry.
Right?
I know he is.
Yeah. By looking at it again, it does make more sense if it's Arthur. Why he's a kid? I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Sure shows us that he's related to Aquaman in some way, shape, or form.
Also, the fact that he came out of the water, I think, should be enough.
This is an ocean master tossing one of his unwanted away.
No.
You know?
Are you saying Orm has dozens of illegitimate children?
I refuse to believe he doesn't.
Maybe I'll show you why they call me Ocean Master. My seaweed's getting a bit of photosynthesis, if you know what I mean.
You want to see where they got the phrase motion in the ocean?
Oh, God. Has there ever been an Aquaman porn parody?
I have no idea, but I'm gonna. I mean, Rule 34, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's right there.
It's gotta be out there somewhere.
If you're not wet yet, baby, I could definitely get you there. Like, it's right there. He's Aquaman.
It's there.
When you're with me, baby, I'm never going in dry. Like, it's so easy.
That's it, Rob. You should write scripts for porn movies.
That's a job I don't think my wife would be okay with. Gotta be honest with you.
It's not like shooting them. Being shot in them.
That's true. That's very true.
Just provide an atmosphere. Goddamn.
Tell me, honey, what sounds better? Oh, baby, or fuck, baby? Which exudes more horniness to you?
Well, just read the dialogue that comes forward so you know.
Which is a better plot, pizza delivery boy or plumber? Yeah. Maybe I should. Maybe you're right. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Aquaman, though, it's a hell of a good issue. I enjoyed it. It's not a 9.5 for me, but it's definitely up there. I'm going to give it an 8.75.
Wow. Yeah, man. It's just knocking Aquaman out of the park. Makes me. I haven't liked Aquaman this much. I don't even know how long. Like, I was like one of 3 people that love Kelly Sue Connick's run.
Me too.
And there's a third one out there somewhere. I'm sure of it. and prior to that, man, I mean, it's not like he's had a lot of offerings to begin with, but I mean, nothing is touching this fucking run, man. Oh my gosh. 9.5.
All right, well, I think it's about time to get to our final issue of the week. And doozy, DCKO number 4, chapter 4, Trial by Absolute. Hint, hint. This is written by Scott Snyder with a backup written by Joshua Williamson. Art from Javier Fernandez with a backup art from Zermanico. Colors from Alejandro Sanchez and letters from Hassan Asmani Al-Hau. The cover from Javier Fernandez and Alejandro Sanchez. So we kind of pick up where we left off at the end of DCKO Boss Battle. Not the end of last issue. I mean, technically the end of last issue as well, but DCKO Boss Battle kind of took place in the space between seconds. So besides the point. Our heroes, our final 4 contenders, Superman, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, and the Joker, are going up against Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman, and Booster Side, Darkseid in Booster Gold's body. It's the 4th round. It's an old no-holds-barred slobber knocker. Like tornado tag tournament? What do you want to call it?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's Yep, pretty much. So the lines are drawn, the battle is met, and the fighters commence fighting. Superman fights Superman, Wonder Woman fights Wonder Woman. Batman goes after Lex Luthor, and Lex can do jack shit because Absolute Batman is a beast. Joker sees what's happening. Lex tells Joker to shoot Batman because that's what he does. He shoots Batman. And Joker promptly says, you know what? I want to switch sides. So the heart says, why not? And turns Joker into a Joker parademon hybrid that is somehow more terrifying than regular Joker. You gotta see it to believe it. It's fucking crazy.
of all the alternate weird-ass forms that we've seen Joker take, such as Emperor Joker or the Joker Dragon, this is by far the best.
It's the best and oddly the scariest. Just because you don't know what's going on in that motherfucker's head. So the three remaining contenders are just kind of screwed. Superman tries to talk to Booster, and this is when Booster reveals that he's actually Darkseid. And then Darkseid kind of reveals that he's got these other heroes under his thumb. And once again, Wonder Woman fights Wonder Woman, Superman fights Superman, Lex now has to fight Joker Demon. And Joker Demon pulls some kryptonite shards out of Lex's Lexosuit, throws them at Batman, who then replaces them as the ears on top of his cowl, and then stabs Superman in the lower back by, like, pretending to be the Rhino from Spider-Man. It was freaking wild. Right? But then suddenly a blast of energy comes in through the sky as the Joker feels the energy most of all and feels a spear through his chest, because in comes the real Batman, fresh off the heels of Night Fight number 4. He won his entry back into the tournament, and Superman and Batman are met, and they work together yet again. Now Superman fights Superman, Wonder Woman fights Wonder Woman, and Batman fights Batman. Batman seems to be enjoying himself for the most part, until he gets the shit beat out of him, because he's going up against a Batman that's like 3 times his size. It's no holds barred slobber knocker even more.
And he insults the bat symbol.
Yeah, he insults the bat symbol even. Until Superman realizes that maybe he should just punch the shit out of Darkseid after he traps Absolute Superman in a melted version of his cape. Using his heat vision, he's able to go punch Booster right in the face, which knocks Darkseid out and temporarily frees the Absolute heroes from his control. So now the 3 heroes are working with our champions yet again. And this is when Darkseid decides to crawl his way out of Booster Gold's mouth. And you gotta wonder how wide that jaw can get, because when Darkseid shows up on the panel, he's like,
that's nasty.
Titanic sized. He's freaking massive. So now we see all 7 champions working together. 2 Superman, 2 Wonder Woman, 2 Batman, and a Lex Luthor, all fighting together against Darkseid. And it's, you gotta see it to believe it. It's quite the freaking fight. But the Omega Sanction comes out and takes out every single person except for Superman and Lex Luthor. Superman kind of just champs it up, takes it face on, and says, "Is that all you got?" Turns to Lex and says, "Let's do this together." You heard him, he's waiting. And that's when Lex says he is waiting Superman. He's waiting for a winner. As Luthor blasts Clark with one last blast from his suit, eliminating him from the tournament, and Lex is the last man standing. He is the winner. He is King Omega. But that is not all for the story, my friends, because, quote-unquote, the last round was the heroes versus Darkseid.
Right.
But then we get in the backup story, the kind of backstory towards why the Absolute heroes were there in the first place. In the future, Saturn Girl, Omega Saturn Girl, goes and talks to Darkseid, the final god, the King Omega, Darkseid himself, as a giant floating head. And he mentions that he has made a world that is 100% him. It reflects everything about him, except for this one period of time in its history that eludes me, where these people, these heroes, rise up in defiance of my will, and I want you to take them and turn them into one of mine, but not at the time that they were at their strongest, but rather in the future when they were just slightly weaker, and you can take them no problem. And those heroes ended up being Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, and Absolute Wonder Woman. They are taken, influenced by Darkseid, and then taken to the tournament to fight the champions. And then finally he asks Saturn Girl to look into his mind, gaze into its depths, and see what the true endgame is. As she does that, her eyes begin to bleed as the power is just overwhelming for her. And she sees the future that Darkseid wants, and she's not for it. What she sees is Booster Gold's body just kind of disintegrating from power, as Darkseid is. And there would be nothing except for one possible glimmer of hope. She saw a glimpse of something else, a different kind of creation. As we see none other than the face of Time Trapper, aka Doomsday. And that is where our issue ends. Next issue, The King Omega, DCKO number 5, the finale, and I'm doubling down. I know they just said Lex Luthor is the King Omega, but then they have an updated tournament bracket at the very end of the issue, and the final two fighters are Lex Luthor and Darkseid.
Yeah.
So he's not out of the woods yet. Lex Luthor still has to fight Darkseid to be truly crowned King Omega. Because as they said in the backup, Darkseid is King Omega. And Darkseid is still around. And if Time Trapper is going to enter the tournament, Lex Luthor's going to lose. Let's face it, he can't stand up to Darkseid. Doomsday was told from the beginning the only thing that could take Darkseid out.
Yeah, he said your husband needs to kill me. And
Yeah.
he won't do it. Will you? Lois was like, fuck yeah, I'll do it. But then she didn't do it. And then Darkseid killed him.
Yep. So we'll have to see what happens next issue. And in the next issue is Superman. All I know is we're getting to the nitty gritty here. We're getting to the end of it all. And oh man, I'm so stoked. This was a crazy issue. It gave me everything I wanted and more. The Earth 1, Earth 0, Earth Prime. The main universe heroes versus the absolute universe heroes. And it was perfect. It was so fucking good. It was a slobber knocker. I wasn't in love with all of the art, but I loved the story beats. It's what I wanted out of the boss battle. Just a full-on slobber knocker fight. Gotta hear, I'm not disappointed. It gave me Darkseid, it gave me Booster Side, it gave me hints for the future, it gave me teases, it gave me retribution on my predictions that, let's face it, Doomsday is going to be King Omega by the end of this. What the hell could possibly happen next? How is this going to end? I don't know. I can't wait to find out. Only one more month to go. Yeah, one more month.
This turned into a motherfucking movie series.
Please, animated movie tomorrow. Somebody greenlight it. Come on. That would be crazy.
That would be great, though. It would be so much better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we'd be able to get to watch the fights.
Yes.
And I said TV series, but I meant TV series. You know, turn it into like a show. Make it 8 episode fucking show. Do 2 seasons. Get it all in there.
DCKO 2, King Omega versus Wham.
Well, no. See, like the first season would be like the build up to it, and then the second season would be the actual tournament.
No. So yeah, no season.
No.
We're talking like Twisted Metal style.
And then the end of it is yes, exactly. And then the end of it is the kickoff to a new DC animated universe.
Hell yeah. I just thought of a different one that makes me a genius. So, okay, follow that suit, Mortal Kombat, Twisted Metal Styles, Season 1, set up the tournament, Season 2 is the tournament, end of Season 2, Crowns of King Omega, Season 3, King Omega versus King Omega Bam Man.
King Omega Bam Man. Oh, yeah. See, we can't have a whole season dedicated to King Omega versus Omega Bam Man.
Yeah,
But
we
we
can.
could have a movie.
Yeah. I am for it.
I have that.
Hell yeah. Mortal Kombat 3.
Wrestling across the multiverse.
Scorpion versus Lex Luthor.
I would love to see those extended properties. Dude, it would be awesome to see Batwoman versus Vampirella. Are you shitting me?
Right?
That would be so freaking cool.
Actual fights.
Yeah, so many of them were like odd pairings, but also pairings that I wouldn't mind watching happen.
Yeah. Seriously. So many cool pairings and matchups there. Oh.
Including Lex Luthor versus Sam Strong.
Joker versus Annabelle, I would watch a 20-minute episode for. I know you moved, I saw it. Yeah.
There'd be a whole episode dedicated to just Joker and Annabelle.
This event has been one of my favorites by far. I gotta say, it's an action movie. It's fun. It's crazy. It's bombastic. It's got high notes. It's got low notes. But the low notes are not that low. They're still pretty high. I gotta say, I'm struggling to find a bad moment about this story arc so far. A moment that I'm just like, this is stupid and shouldn't have existed. Like, I know I say that about Night Fight, but at the same time, I'm also saying Night Fight was actually a pretty good story. I feel like it would have been better not as part of DCKO.
Some villain could have sent on that shit.
Yeah. Like it was actually a really good story. Like there hasn't been a bad thing coming out of this whole event so far.
Yep.
And there's only one issue left.
Come to think of it, instead of sending Batman, instead of sending Bruce through a different dimension, he could have sent him through this failsafe. This is Darcy's run.
Yeah. Even better.
That would have been super freaking cool.
I'll just say it. There hasn't been an event this good since Blackest Night. I know many fans have said Blackest Night was like the quintessential DC Comics event. And if you were even older, it was Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is up there in the top 3 now, as far as I'm concerned.
I really like it.
Like Death Metal was crazy, Metal was crazy, but I think this blows both of them out of the water.
I'd fucking watch. I'd watch 5 seasons of fucking Death Metal. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'd just give it to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this honestly. It's just getting a little shave off because of a couple of panels of art I wasn't impressed with. It's getting a 9.5.
All right, man. I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with the way with how this one went. There were some art things that I wasn't a big fan of. My biggest complaint is that this has the potential to be fucking Crisis on Infinite Earth level good. However, it's being crammed into too few issues. While the story is amazing, all of the things that we're showing up to see, which is basically the fights, are all exceptionally truncated. Some down to a panel, some down to a page, but that goes back to me saying I wish that this was a series because we could get the full story and it would make it that much better. The fights were good in this one. we got some stuff that was drawn out and it was real good. I loved the absolutes versus the Earth Zeros. That was done excellent. I hate absolute Batman having a prehensile cape.
Though I did at first until I like saw him hanging upside down from something. Like, oh, it's like bat talons. Like, okay. After that, kind of dug it.
Well, not a huge thing, but Darkseid killing absolute Superman so easily when he's as strong as Superman doesn't make a lot of sense. The ending does though, and they snuck not killing Lex right fucking by me. We watched him just peel through everybody like in like a panel and a half, and it didn't even click to me that they had not killed Lex.
I was looking at it too because I was like, okay, there goes Diana, there goes other Diana, there goes Bruce and Bruce. And there goes Clark, and okay, Clark is still there. Lex has not shown up yet.
I just went bing, 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 bing. Oh, damn! Because at that point, I was kind of sucked in. So I thought it was great, if a little convenient against Omega Beams, him surviving because he was hiding behind Superman. The art is dynamic, captures everything right. With the exception of the problems that I mentioned before. The flow of the story made sense. I liked the matchups, and the ending was exactly how things would play out. So it's Darkseid versus Lex Luthor with a suit that has no power. Let's not forget that. Thankfully, there is the recently reincarnated time trapper keeper out there waiting to get out of detention. This was a good one, very enjoyable. I appreciated the longer fight scenes. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I grew up on Mortal Kombat. I love the Mortal Kombat movies. I love a good fight, and this is just like it's pleasing my inner child so much. My inner 8-year-old has the biggest smile on his face.
I totally get that because it's almost. I mean, it's basically more of the genre mixing. You're not genre mixing, but IP mixing. And I mean, who the fuck doesn't love that?
Exactly.
But really, my biggest gripe with most of it, less so in this issue, but definitely overall, is that so much goes by so quick. It's just super condensed. I feel as though DCKO, it's being wrapped up in 5 issues in the main book, but I feel like this could have easily been a 9 or 10 issue fucking series.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. They've been doing a lot of events like that. They've just been like shrinking them down to less and less issues, and like 5-6 parts, and that's it. And a lot of them really could have done with more.
And that's the thing is where I feel like they're going wrong with events. This is kind of going off on a tangent, not far. Where I think that they go wrong with this shit is that they're still focusing on doing tie-ins. If you want people to not have event fatigue, give them good events. And fuck the tie-ins, just let the stories continue. Because those tie-ins might make a little bit more, but it's just one more tally in a, well, that was kind of shit.
Yeah.
And just stay away from it. We didn't need Night Fight. We could have had that creative team put together the rest of this. You know, I mean, it's unfortunately they're trying to choose sales over story, and I don't think it ultimately works for them.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Like there's other tie-ins, and this has always been a thing in every comics event, where they'll use that tie-in as a backdoor pilot to another series. Like the kids are all fight, is setting up story in Teen Titans potentially, or New Titans. You had Green Lantern Galactic Slam is setting up story in Jeremy Adams' Green Lantern. Like it was loosely connected to DCKO, but it was ultimately its own story. And it's really hard to call it a tie-in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that just happens so much. Brandon almost refuses to read tie-ins. If he didn't do the podcast, I don't think he'd ever read a tie-in.
Yeah.
I honestly do not. And I get that. Okay, so like going all the way back to Blackest Night.
Yeah.
There were a number of them that were perfect tie-ins. They were just ridiculously. I mean, they was just the part of the story. And if you wanted the whole story, you should probably read the whole thing to get all the fucking nuances throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's been that long since tie-ins mattered.
Yeah.
Rob, when was Blackest Night released?
2009.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's 15 years of bad decisions.
I've always said Blackest Night is like the perfect event because the tie-ins were all not necessary but relevant.
Relevant,
you know?
And helped build the story even more. Not just there in the hopes of selling extra copies.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're pissing off the people who are buying that. You know what I mean?
But what made it even more
like look at
interesting?
What was that fucking nightmare one that fucking Williamson did? It interrupted all of the books for no reason.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
You know, and so many of them do that. It's just completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, give us fully fleshed out events.
Yeah.
Even you could have different creative teams doing this shit. One person overseeing it all. Have a round table. Put it out weekly with the extra people that you would put on the fucking tie-in books, and just put out something big and beautiful. But that's enough of my tirade, if we can call that a tirade. I'm a little chilled out today because I'm.
It's all good. But I was just gonna say about Blackest Night as well, though, is that it took some of the tie-ins and made it a publicity stunt as well, because as much as it had like some one-off issues and some ongoings and some 3-issue minis with certain characters, it also brought other canceled books back from the dead for one more issue.
Yep. Which was pretty freaking cool.
That was like, we're bringing this, it's rising from the dead, like just like a Black Lantern. It was. That's to me what makes it such a perfect event. Is that the entire fucking story mattered to a certain degree. I've said before, I've read every single tie-in, every single one-off issue, every single brought back series. And like, even if I didn't know a damn thing about Doom Patrol at the time, I didn't. I read that issue, and the entire event felt fuller. I didn't feel 100% lost. I didn't know most of these characters, but I felt the emotion still, because that's what the whole thing with the Black Lanterns was.
Exactly.
You're not going to get that again, unfortunately. But you can get that at least a little bit here, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, resurrecting. I mean, that's pretty. See, the thing is, I think when they sat down and they started talking and pitching the fucking Blackest Night book, I think they sat down with the attitude of, this is such a cool story. Let's build the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, every single one after that has been, I've got this great idea. You remember how much we sold on Blackest Night? Let's do that tie-in again. Make some money. And the tie-ins just don't matter anymore.
Well, it's not even, they've been doing tie-ins long before that. Like, look at Final Crisis, how many tie-ins that had.
Yeah.
And that was a couple of years prior.
Yeah. Final Crisis.
Anyway, we should stop that tangent for now. Do our top 3 and favorite moments. I haven't thought about my favorite moment yet. Shit.
Oh, no. Well, I did. So you know what? I'm going to give you a moment to think about it, and I'll just go ahead and go first. So, and I'm going to show my favorite moment rather than just say it for maximum effect. All right. My top 3 are as follows. Actually, comes from 1095. Because, wow. You made me love a fucking Superboy issue, man. Like, I just enjoy it, but love it. Damn. Aquaman number 14, because you gave me a hug and kicked me in the balls at the same time. That's how I felt. What a fucking story, and everything is up in the air. Just wow. And finally, Batman and Robin number 30, because you did the impossible and totally changed my perception, or not perception, but willingness to accept something that I absolutely would not. Which brings me to my favorite moment, which is that Gotham will always need her Batman, and Batman will always need his Robin.
Yeah. God, Figo Osio was so good.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, my man. That's beautiful. It absolutely is. And it's me being willing to call Damian Robin from now on.
Hell
As
yeah.
long as nobody fucks it up.
Oh, let's face it, they will at some point.
It's possible. Who knows?
Yeah. Tim Drake's been fucked over as much as he has. It's time for Damien's turn.
No, it's Jesus. Leave the Robins alone. God, they're traumatic by grade. Why are you adding to it?
All right, my top 3 in order. Number 3, I have Action Comics. At number 2, I have DCKO. And number 1, by far, Batman and Robin. That, for me, I'm going to argue with Glenn a little bit, is maybe my contender for issue of the year so far, because that's the number 10. It's 10 out of 10. Favorite moment, I'm thinking about it, going through all 6 books that we covered this week, and my mind just keeps going back to my lowest scoring book of the week. I can't help it. The last page of Green Lantern Corps. Those entities are so cute, man. They're so adorable. And that last page got me excited for the future of that book. As much as like I didn't like certain choices in this issue, I'm so stoked for what they can do with the entities, because I've been waiting. I've been waiting so long. So that's me.
Hell yes. And now it's time for a breakdown. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But we are going to take a look at our favorite covers this week, starting with Adventures of Superman,
Dynamic.
Book of L number 6, Action Comics number 1095, Batman and Robin number 30, Green Lantern Corps number 13, Aquaman number 14, and DCKO number 4.
Can I just say, this is oddly enough kind of disappointing week in covers for me. Like the art and all of them is really good, but they're like most of the time. Don't.
What happened there, guys?
We don't talk about that one.
Oh my! Like, look at his arms.
Yeah, I don't know what his legs are doing either. Angkor is not that big. But the actual pencils look really good. The posing is not great, but the pencils are fantastic. That's the thing.
That's like they took a 16-point articulate action figure and figured it out.
The posing looks like they oh shit. I hate when I can't remember somebody's name.
Me too.
Uh,
No, gonna go ahead and change that. No, you're looking something up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fucking Flash artist we all despised.
Oh, you're talking about Diodato.
Deodato, yeah. It's like the posing was like the artist took pointers from Deodato.
Yeah, he does have a 10-pack.
Hey, Mike, can you just do a quick pose for me? Sure. That's how I imagine Mike Deodato sounds.
Yeah, let's do this. Gotta add that creepy breath after everything he says. Yeah, let's do this. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move on from Diodato-esque here.
Right. So what I was saying, all the pencils, all the covers have really good art attached to them. I just don't love any of them, except for one stands out for me, because in most weeks I will say that one or two like really stand out as like fantastic looking stuff. But Action Comics number 1095, it's busy, it's crazy, but it tells such a fucking story.
It does. It definitely does. There's no red string stuff going on, but you have to admit the way that it's presented is pretty fucking cool on there. And then the red string connecting everything, making the Superman shield, that's also pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That is. I will give it to you there. That is probably my second favorite cover this week. Green Lantern Corps letting me down. Green Lantern's usually big and high on my list. Aquaman, I love the water. I just think it's far too simple and it's pretty fucking ambiguous.
Yeah.
Mine is going to my runaway. My number one, my favorite moment, and also my favorite cover. This is gorgeous. If the words weren't down there, like I would pay good money for this picture. That's my absolute favorite this week, and that's it, everybody.
Yeah.
It is. All right. Well, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week at some point. It might be a Thursday. It could be a Friday. It could even be a Saturday. But it will be a day.
Usually near the end of the week.
Yes. At some point after reading the comics.
Yes.
Come out on Wednesday. We'll be back then covering all the DC Geek releases that are good enough for us to talk about, or important enough, I should say. Same Geek Time, same Geek Channel-ish. That's the show, everybody. We're getting out of here, so you'll have to as well. Be careful out there. Remember, in the Geek Matrix, everybody has a home. In the Geek Matrix, you are not alone.
Peace.